with COVID cases surging, it's so bad that, as you said, Governor Gavin Newsom announced new closures today that will impact tens of thousands of businesses across the state. And in other states, as you said, they're running out of hospital beds, especially in Texas. Dining indoors in California is getting canceled by Governor Newsom, at least for the next 3 weeks. The order affects 70% of the state and also includes bars. Newsom had already ordered beaches be closed over the 4th of July holiday weekend, fearing a surge that could push the health system to the brink.
We were able to bend the curve in the state of California. We're going to bend this curve again.
With COVID cases in California spiking 72% in the last 2 weeks, the situation is catastrophic. In Riverside County, 90% of ICU beds are full. Nurses are sounding the alarm.
They give us one N95 mask per shift.
Angel Moreno says staffing and equipment shortages are still happening months after the pandemic began, and they're worried about safety. In New York, the city postponed indoor dining indefinitely, and the governor lashed out at the president.
He denied the reality of this situation from day one. Well, you know what, Mr. President? Reality wins.
The latest reality check, a cluster of cases in New York's Rockland County. 8 people at a large party infected and not cooperating with health investigators. Now the county has subpoenaed them.
I will not allow to have the health of our county compromised because of ignorance.
New infections in Texas are soaring to an all-time high of 8,076 cases today. More than 6,900 are hospitalized with the virus.
The patients end up basically backing up in the emergency room. They're quote-unquote boarding in the emergency room because there are no beds in the hospital for them.
At this Houston emergency clinic, desperate measures.
We had to send patients as far as Huntsville or Galveston, which is from here, if you do the map, it is more than 50 miles away.
San Antonio is emerging as a hotspot, cases nearly doubling in 10 days. More than 800 nurses are coming in to help.
The numbers speak for themselves. I'm very concerned, and I'm not satisfied with what's going on because we're going in the wrong direction.
After Dr. Anthony Fauci on Tuesday called out Texas for reopening too quickly, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick blasted him.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. We haven't skipped over anything. The only thing I'm skipping over is listening to him.
We have a right in America not to wear a mask.
Meanwhile, more people defying orders to wear masks are making headlines. This time at a 7-Eleven store in Fort Worth, Texas, where a customer refused to wear one in order to buy something. Today, President Trump was asked once again whether he would wear a mask.
I'm all for masks. I think masks are good. If I were in a tight situation with people, I would absolutely look like the Lone Ranger.
But he went on to say he did not support a national mask order, something states and cities are deciding on their own. But there's potentially good news on the vaccine front. 2 companies, Pfizer and BioNTech, say clinical trials are showing positive results, but no timeline on how soon a vaccine could be ready. And even if and when the vaccine is ready for the public, rolling it out to tens of millions of people will be another unprecedented challenge.